Hey guys, welcome back to our urban homestead. I had an email request on what I'm about to do right now. So Angela, this video is for you and I really hope it helps. So she was a little bit nervous about canning anything that was already previously canned and also canning the frozen meatballs. Well, tonight for dinner we had spaghetti and meatballs, and I used up the rest that I had in the freezer of the frozen meatballs you can buy in the store. And she has a Presto canner, so she's a little unsure of the steps. I'm gonna walk you through it, Angela, and I hope it really helps. So first we're gonna plug in the canner. And then it's gonna say pressure can, or if you turn, it'll say water bath can. So we're gonna pressure can, and then you're gonna hit the play button is what I call it. And then gonna do quarts. So we're gonna turn the dial to 90. If you were doing pints, it would be 75. And then you're just gonna go ahead and hit that play button again. It's gonna say insert jars. I'm gonna do 3. I think that's what I have left. I already have some water filled up and the quart jars filled halfway with water. So now I'm gonna push that play button again, and it says it's warming. So we're just gonna put our lid on and we're gonna let this go until it beeps and it'll say fill jars, and I'll be back. All right, it says fill jars. I'm gonna take the jars out, fill them up with the meatball and sauce mixture, and I'll be back to show you the next step. All right, so I got 3 quarts exactly, and I'm just taking I don't even know what kind of stick this is, and I'm just going around the sides and then down through the center to debubble them. If you don't have quite enough sauce to fill up your jar to the 1-inch headspace with the meatballs, you can go ahead and add a little bit of water because it will thicken during the canning process. But this is gonna be three meatball sup meals. All right, you guys can see I made a huge mess. Meatballs don't tend to fit through the funnel, so you really want to make sure you're using clean part of a clean damp rag. This is just hot water. And you really want to wipe the rims and the rings if necessary. But really try to use a clean part of the rag. Look at all that mess. So now I'll use a clean part. If you don't wipe your rims and the grooves around the jar correctly, you're not going to get a proper seal, and then all of your hard work is going to be for nothing. You're not going to get a seal. You're not going to be able to put this on your pantry shelf. obviously using my 4 jars lids, fingertip tight. Don't crank it down. Don't have it loosey-goosey. Fingertip tight. And then we just stick them. Can you see that, Angela? Stick them into the canner. Put your lid on. Make sure that your valve is to the vent setting. Lock the lid. We're locked and loaded, ready to go. Push the play button. And it's gonna say heat. And once it's ready and on to the next step, I'll bring you back. So now the canner is venting. I didn't grab my phone in time to show you, but it will start venting and the timer will be at 10 minutes. It's now at 8 minutes. And then I'll bring you back when the time, when it does its next step. So now it's beeping and it says put regulator on. So it's on vent. Just turn it to can. Push that play button. And it's gonna start the pressurization. I think that's the word. It's gonna start pressurizing, getting up to the correct pressure. So this little pressure gauge has risen up. Woo. Ouch, don't do that at home, guys. The pressure gauge has risen up, and once it reaches the actual pounds per pressure, this timer will start counting down. And then it'll go through a cool down period. I'll bring you back to show you that, Angela, just so you're not confused on anything. But for now, you don't do anything. You let it do the work for you. So the canning process is done. It just beeped and it is on its cool down process. And it will beep to let us know when it is completely done, and we'll take them out. Now at this point, pressure is completely depressurized, but it still has a cool down period. I personally like to take the lid off and just set it like that. You don't have to. It's just what I do. And then I'll bring you back when they come out. Okay, it says it's done. I took the lid off. Now I'm gonna tell you, Angela and anyone else, the only time I have ever had siphoning is when I use a digital canner. Here's the reason why. Digital canners take a longer time to heat up and get up to pressure, and a much longer time to cool down and depressurize than a stovetop canner. Do I still love my digital canner? Abso-freaking-lutely. I love this for many reasons. That is the one, one downfall is you do get some siphoning. I've never had anything not seal though. So I'm gonna get these out. And over here onto a towel onto my counter. And these are gonna chill for the night. Now, I'm not trying to deter anyone because like I said, I love the digital canner. I love the convenience of it, not having to babysit, it and regulate it. It's, you know, a very great tool. I don't know if this is my second or third year using this. I cannot remember. I absolutely still love it. You know, it's just it takes a long time for it to come down from pressure. That's my only complaint, I guess, is it does not depressurize like a typical stovetop. So they're out of the canner. I'm gonna let these sit overnight while I sleep, and then in the morning I will take the rings off, wash them, and we will see it. I mean, all of the lids have popped. 4 jars lids are amazing. But I'll come back in the morning and we'll clean the jars up and show you how they look from there. All right, guys, it's the next morning. I just took the rings off. Lids seem to be on. I'm gonna get some nice, warm, soapy water. Ooh, that's a little hot. So even with the siphoning that I had last night, that one's done. I'm gonna wash the other 2. Okay, there we go. Our 3 nice clean jars. All of the lids have sealed. So if you have siphoning, sometimes don't fret. Leave the jars alone for overnight and then, you know, wash them up, and if they are sealed, they're still good. So Angela, I hope that this video helped you. And now I've got 3 meals of meatball subs on my shelf. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments or anything that I didn't answer for you, feel free to shoot me another email or drop me a comment down below. So until next time, guys, from my kitchen to yours, abundance and blessings to you. I'm gonna go get some coffee. Bye-bye.